has Brandon been an amazing MC all weekend? Show him some love. He's going to come.
Are you excited, Mom? Proud Mama?
Super excited. Oh. Is that on Hanalei's page?
Yep. I'm on her page live.
I'm going to hold that one easy.
Stand up and shoulder to shoulder. So in your row, just in your row though, just in your row, shoulder to shoulder. So everyone stand up, shoulder to shoulder. Real quickly, stand up, shoulder to shoulder. And what I'm going to ask you guys to do real quickly, as you shoulder to shoulder in only your desk row. All right, hands up in the air. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to turn and face that wall. And you're going to place your hands on the shoulders of the person in front of you. Now, since your hands are there, you're going to give them a little massage. 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 Go a little closer. Go a little closer if you got reach. Go a little closer if you got reach. A little. Communicate with the person behind you. If you need it a little bit harder.
Neil's asking. She is
She's live on her page, on Hanalei page.
A little chop in the back, chop in the back, chop in the back, chop in the back.
So Mama just rocked it on
Hey guys.
stage.
Super excited to have you. Hanalei's real excited. She'll love all the love.
Hands back up. Turn all the way around and face this side. And again, hands on the shoulder. Give them a little bit of massage, a little bit of massage. Communicate. A little bit softer, a little bit harder. How you like it? All right, now give it a little chop, 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 chop. Chop, chop in the back, chop, chop in the back, chop, chop in the back. And give it a little tickle. All right. Little tickle. Alright, stay standing because the next speaker that I got coming out for you folks loves traveling since the age of 1. She's going to teach you how to stay committed and focused on your goals and became a fashion designer at the age of 7. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up and help me welcome Hanalei Swan!
He wasn't supposed to introduce her like that.
What if no one told you living your dreams was impossible? You were born into a family of entrepreneurs who traveled the world. You were told you could be anything now. You were exposed to the possibilities of the world. You visited 36 countries before you were 11. You were taken to entrepreneur events all your life, and you were told you were unstoppable.
School is always the scariest, and I do this at least twice a year. I was 1 year old when I started traveling. First stop, Hanalei Bay, Hawaii. That's where I got my name. I'm Hanalei Swan. Since then, I've lived and went to school in Panama, Peru, Brazil, Mexico, and Morocco. And now, I live here in Bali, Indonesia. Life's pretty good here. I made friends from all around the world. My dad surfs, my mom writes, I have 1 cat, 2 rescue dogs, and a house full of geckos. I go to the beach a lot. Every day is a new adventure. With new friends, new sights, and new lessons. I get to do all this because my parents work online. My mom and dad speak all over the world, and I get to go with them. And once in a while, I even speak. I like to encourage people to feel confident, happy, healthy, and beautiful. Like how we need to feel on a first day of school. A lot of people deal with fear in their life, and unfortunately, there's no quick way to go through it. But for me, a beautiful dress can make anyone feel powerful. My passion has always been art and design. Traveling this much has definitely introduced me to styles, textiles, colors, and designs. From the players of Panama to the Moroccan My name's Hanalei Swan. I'm the creator of HS Styles, a socially conscious fashion brand, and Unstoppable Kids, an inspirational kids movement. I am a fashion designer, artist, model, author, and international speaker, and I want to change the world. I was born in San Diego, and I was named after Hanalei Bay, Hawaii. Not dress myself. Mom, what happened with those socks? Where did that go wrong? So we lived in San Diego for about a year. We had a house on the hill, 2 dogs, 3 cars, and living the American so-called dream. But then my mom and dad invested in some real estate and we lost everything. Our house, our cars, our dogs, and even all my baby stuff. But then my mom and dad read the 4-hour work week and decided to start traveling. Since then, I've been to Panama, Fiji, Costa Rica, Bali, Mexico, Peru, Brazil, India, and Morocco. Woo! In traveling, I've gotten to experience that color and race and language, that friendship has no barrier. And when I was like 3 years old, I would be playing with these kids in Costa Rica, right? Costa Rica? Yeah. And just gotta make sure on my facts. And we sponsored a rugby team, and you could see me playing with these kids, and they called me their white sister, and I called them my brown brothers. And they didn't speak a lick of English, and I didn't speak their language at all. And you could see that we were getting along so well. They were like my best friends. They were my friends that I knew, and that they were my best friends. In traveling, I've made so many different friends with so many different cultures, and you can realize that when you grow up, that you get exposed to racism. You get exposed to dangerous, like, people saying that the world is bad and saying that there's horrible people in this world. And that's all they know, because they hear it from the news, they hear it from online, and it only shows the horrible things people have done, the horrible things traveling can do. And that they all know it from a textbook. But I've gotten to experience the world on how it is, and I've gotten to experience it in a way where I am open, and I've grown up in a way where color has no boundaries, friendship has no boundaries, language has no boundaries.
Yeah!
And as a kid, you don't care if your friend is black or if they speak Spanish or something like that. You just care because as a kid, you really see the good in people. And you see that, like, your friends are friends, and it doesn't matter who they are. And as we grow up, our parents start saying, like, oh, Mexicans have done this, oh, blacks have done this. But then we start listening, and we're like, oh, that actually happens? Oh, my friend is not my friend anymore since she's black. And growing up in this way, a lot of kids say, you can't be my friend anymore, I hate you. And they ask why? Why do you hate me now? Because you're black. And that's how we grow up. That's how most of the American mindset grows up, saying that colored people are horrible and that traveling is horrible. There's dangerous places, dangerous people. Every Muslim is a terrorist. Don't travel, don't do this. Because they hear it from the news and they hear it from online, and it only shows the bad part of the world. But I've gotten to experience it But I've gotten to experience it in a different way. Now I live in Bali, Indonesia, and this is my creative zone. This is what brings me to today. From traveling, I've gotten to see textiles, colors, designs, color, like cultures, religions, and it's kind of all, I've always noted everything in my sketchbook. I would draw characters and I would fill these giant amounts of sketchbooks with them from places I see, experience I've had, friends I've had, and I just put it all together. And not all kids have the experience that I've had before. And a lot of kids are asked around my age, what do you want to be when you grow up? And as a kid, you probably got asked this many times by family members, friends, grown-ups. And a lot of kids reply with fireman, doctor, ballerina, and all these other things. But I got asked by my parents, what do I want to be now? And that changed my perspective on what I could truly be now and what I could take action on in life. And that they told me that I can follow my passion and that they don't care if I mess up. They don't care if I start over because they will love me anyways. And they said, I don't care what you become. You can stay in school. You can be an average kid. We can go back to the States. You can live that life, or you can choose what you want to be now. And you can choose that you can be an artist. You can be a fashion designer. You can be a photographer. You can be a videographer. You can do all these amazing creative things. And however you turn out, we'll love you. And I never knew what I wanted to be because that blew my mind. Because America that followed us and traveled with us, they would always ask me, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, what do you want to do when you're older? Because people have the mindset that you can't do anything as a kid. You just go to school, get a job, get married, go to college, retire, and then you can do what you want. Then you have the freedom of a lifetime to find anything you want. And then you die. And this was me at 7 years old when I got asked the question, what do I want to be now? Roll the clip.
Push the button. There you go. You're good. You're good. Oh, back. There you go. So, did you know exactly what you want to do when you grow up?
Yeah.
Exactly? Tell me.
Well, I'm a clothing designer and I have my own shop.
Where's it going to go?
Paris.
What's it going to look like?
I don't know. It's still in my mind. I just have the clothes in my mind.
Can you feel it? Like how it feels though?
Yeah.
All right, tell me more. Tell me more. Talk to the camera so we can record this. So when you are the most famous Hanalei Swan clothing designer in Paris, we are going to show everyone this and your grand opening of your first shop. Okay, think about it. How old are you going to be when we launch this? Go forward so we can have this beautiful seat.
I'm not sure.
I mean, you're only 7, but heck, you could do it really next year if you wanted to. Think about it. You got so good about becoming a designer. Do you realize you could do it next year? Do you know that? What does it take to create something amazing?
Well, effort.
Effort. What else?
Trust.
Trust.
And hope. Hope probably. Because you gotta hope. You know how to do this. You hope.
And hard work.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of hard work.
That was the one that I was looking for. Not hope. That one.
Well, hope's too, because but hope is like you're hoping it happens, but you know it happens, don't you? Yeah. Tell me more. So, all right. So let's just talk about the future. What's Hanalei Swan going to be in the future? best clothing designer in Paris.
And I also want to be an artist. And you remember how my mom said that, you know, you can do that next year? Well, turns out I did. And I know a lot of you out there will be like, who's this kid talking about doing all these amazing things? She must be getting all the money from her parents to do all this. They must be the masterminds behind this. Well, let me tell you a little story. So, how I started was I sewed these little keychains. I made these little tiny fruit keychains, and I wanted to make something bigger. So I asked my mom for $20 to order some fabric, felt, needles, and threads. And I started sewing a bunch of those. Then I made $100 selling these little tiny keychains, and I paid my mom back the $20, and I was able to make my first prototype. And I design everything from my heart and from my cultures that I've learned. I've experienced religions, different cultures, all of these things, and I put them into my design work, seeing from the world and seeing many new experiences. And a lot of you guys probably right now are saying, teach us, teach us. So, I have a little thing I want to teach you today.
Yay!
Yes, I got one! Didn't even teach you guys anything yet, I just told my story. That was the best bonus time ever earned. Okay, the 3 steps to live your dreams now. What I've done and how I've made this business at a young age and getting to experience these amazing things and being able to do all this. Let's get started. Step 1, believe in yourself. Believe that you can accomplish amazing things. Step 2, share your voice. Share it on social media, share it on a stage. And step number 3, design a dream team. Let me get more into these steps. Believe in yourself. I remember this moment when I was around 6 years old. I was standing in front of a double black diamond, and for any of you guys who have skied or snowboarded before, a double black diamond is like the hardest thing you can do. And as a 6-year-old, I was like this big, and I'm just like, what is gonna happen to me? I was scared, and I was just about to turn my skis around and go the other way. Go the simple way, go the easy way. Doesn't have to put any effort on it. But then I looked at my coach, and he said, believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. And he said, close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine yourself at the bottom of the mountain. Imagine yourself dancing, happy that you just accomplished this amazing thing and you never thought you could do it. I want all of you guys to close your eyes right now and go to a moment in your life where you believe that you couldn't do it. Believe that you had no hope and that you weren't able to accomplish what you were set out. I want you to take yourself back to that moment. And then I want you to take that single step. Take that one step for whatever you're doing and say, I can.
I can.
I can.
I can.
I can.
Again.
How do you feel?
Woo! Unstoppable.
And you did it because you believed in yourself and that you believed you could do it. Got us 3! Yeah! And so, take in on how you feel. And this is a thing I do a lot when I feel down or if I feel slow and lazy and I gotta do something. Just bring yourself back to that one moment where you went, yes, yes. And you can empower yourself in taking yourself back to that moment and then bring yourself back to the present and still have that feeling. Another thing that I do is I write a dream board. I have my own dream board where I write all my biggest goals and all the things that I've wanted to accomplish in my life. Doesn't matter how long, doesn't matter how short, that's something I want to do before I die. Let me read you some of them because a lot of you guys can't understand my chicken scratch and cursive. So, go to all 7 continents. I've been to Why I'm doing all these speaking gigs is because I want to get me prepared to speak at a TED Talk and empower amazing people.
Woo! Bonus time!
Travel the world more. I've already been to 36 continents, but that's not enough for me. I want to be able to see the amazing places in the world. Inspire people.
Yes.
Check. But inspire more people. Leave a mark on this earth. I want to be remembered as an amazing person who was fearful, but took action on my fears.
Yeah.
And inspired people to do amazing things. Speak at events and get paid dollar bills.
Cash money, baby.
Live a life I love. I can already check that one off once I get those dollar bills. Become a fashion icon. I want to be able to be a role model or for new fashion designers. I want to be a role model for children to look up to and say, that person took action. That person did amazing things. Share my message to the world. This is one step to be able to share my message more and being able to reach it out to all of you amazing people. Go to New York Fashion Week. I'm actually going to be going to New York, and we were going to do it this year, but then our plans got switched around, and now I'm a week after New York Fashion Week. Next year. Yes. And for any of you guys who knows ClickFunnels, win a 2 Comma Club award.
Wait, say that again?
I want to win a 2 Comma Club award, and actually my family won a 2 Comma Club award, and I was able to hold that plaque on stage. But then right when I got off, I'm like, next year I'm not going with any of you guys. I'm just going to go by myself and hold a giant plaque.
Yeah!
And for all of these goals, the best way how to reach them is to be able to take one little step a day. One little piece to get you to that. Today, I'm getting closer to speaking at a TED Talk, just from this one little step. And it may take long, because the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. But I will get there.
Yes.
And I am going to feel amazing when I'm able to do it. Because I believe in myself.
Yeah!
Woo!
Step number 2, share your voice. Share what you believe in. I am sharing my message to all of you right now. I am speaking on stage, and by sharing my voice, sharing what I believe in, I'm able to not just do amazing things and inspire people, I'm able to inspire and empower myself to do more of it. The more I am able to do what I love and share my voice, the more people can know what I believe in.
Yeah.
Like I said, speaking on stage, doing a live video. Social media is amazing because we are able to start a video and thousands upon millions of people can see it. And that's why social media is so amazing for brands, because you are able to share your message, share what you believe in, and share your dreams and goals. And then you can find amazing people to help you along the way. And also what I love about social media and sharing your voice is that you can get those dollar bills. Not just in money form, you can also get it in free stuff. Because everyone loves free stuff.
Yeah.
And when you share your voice more often, you can reach out to people like our brands and social influencers. Our social influence is currency today. If you start sharing your voice more, if you start speaking up, if you start speaking on stage, it reaches more people. And when you reach more people, if you reach the right person, they could say, I love that girl. I want you to do a video for me, and I will give you free stuff in exchange. Or even money, because you gotta have those dollar bills. And I love being able to do these brand deals and be able to do all this because I get to share and expose these smaller brands or bigger brands than me, and they get to expose me to their influence and to their fans. So I get to show, oh my God, I love this brand called Bamboo Blonde. If you've seen my video on that, then go watch it, but I send Bamboo Blondie a lot of times, so now they're mad at me.
No, they're not.
But yeah, by doing partnerships, you're able to reach out to people, and they're able to ask you, I want you to be a part of my brand, my influence, my family. And especially on YouTube, kids watch YouTube a lot. If any of you guys have kids, you've probably seen them on an iPad or phone watching YouTube for hours. And nowadays, kids don't watch ads. They don't pay attention to ads. They pay attention to people. The YouTubers they watch, when they get brand deals, the kids, you probably had a kid or two come over to you and say, oh, Mom, Dad, can I get this? I want to get this slime kit. Because they saw their YouTubers that they trust, and that are saying, oh my God, I love this, because they love people connection, and they know that they're real. We don't watch ads, advertisements, and all of that. We watch people. And if a person that we like watching is saying, I love this slime kit, we're going to say, I want that slime kit. And we're going to get the slime kit. And step number 3, design your dream team. Find people that have a similar mindset to you. Find people that are able to do amazing things that you possibly could have not have done. These are my dudes. These are the guys who do all this amazing work, who make our designs. I love them so much because they're family now. They believe in what I do. Oh, oops. I remember this day in particular. It was when I had my first sale. The big day I spoke on stage. The big day I was able to sell my collection. And after after a good long day of selling, I had my money like a fan, and I was just blowing the wind at me. I made around 13K, and I was just like, oh, I love the wind of dollars. Ah, so beautiful. And my mom saw me walking like this and decided to sit me down. Sat me down. I still really mad at this moment. She sat me down and she took my money. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And she's like, let's talk about something called margins. The horrible word called margins. I'll leave that sit for a second. So, what she did was she took my money and she said, remember, guess who made those? Guess who got the fabric? Guess how much the fabric cost? And then slid over 300. And I'm like, I'm not having this. I'm like, give me back my money. They can get paid later.
Oh, no.
And then I resigned to my fate that I was not able to get 500 slime kits. And froyo. And why she only gave me 300 instead of 13,000 is because we use eco-friendly, life-conscious, and earth-conscious materials like modal cotton, like I explained yesterday, and bamboo cotton, like I explained yesterday. You guys have to pay attention, remember. I talked all about this yesterday.
She did.
Now I'm going to be teaching you something called fast fashion versus slow fashion. You guys may have no idea what I'm talking about and just say, okay, what is going on? Does any of you guys know what fast fashion is, or even slow fashion? Anyone? Anyone know? Okay, then you're gonna have a fun time today. So, fast fashion is made faster, as in the name. It's made faster, made with cheaper quality, and it's outsourced to China and Bangladesh. The largest fast fashion retailers is H&M, that has over 21 billion sales in 2017. Zara, which has 25 billion sales in 2015, and Forever 21 that had 4 billion sales in 2016. And you may say, oh, money's good, everything's good, everyone's happy, everything's good. But no. Labor cost overseas is less than 1% of resale price. Larger orders with tight deadlines lead to overtime, unsafe environments, overcrowding, and they only get paid around $1 a week, and they make over 15,000 garments. Guess how much?
A week.
A day. And that's only in one little housing factory area. The clothing industry, environmental impact. Like I said yesterday, it takes 700 gallons of water to produce enough t-shirt for one cotton t-shirt. The clothing industry is the second most polluter of clean water, and it's the second biggest polluter next to oil. More than 90% of cotton is now genetically modified. And fast fashion versus slow fashion. What is slow fashion? This is what I'm doing. Slow fashion is being able to take the time in a safe environment, good quality fabrics, like Chanel silk, whoever loves Chanel silk out here, and Italian cotton, modal cotton, and bamboo cotton that can help the earth. Also, being able to shop locally and responsibly, wearing natural fiber and less synthetic. Vote for sustainability, thank you. And being able to have a safer environment for workers. They get paid equally and get paid enough for what their hard work is done. They have a good space and use amazing materials, and they're able to have the time to be able to work. We don't rush them and say, okay, here's a deadline, do it in 3 days, and you have 25 billion outfits to make. So what we do is all of our clothing is made with life-conscious and earth-conscious materials. We take the time to make them all in-house in Bali, Indonesia. And I remember this was my first collection, and you can see from prototype, from sketch to prototype to finished design, and being able to sell them here is amazing. I remember when I was around 9 years old designing these and having a thing in my mind saying, I want to change the world with these. I want this to be over the top beautiful, using with eco-friendly materials, being able to have slow fashion, and be able to change the way people think about fashion, using sustainable, life-conscious and earth-conscious materials.
Woo! You!
And this is my boot line. I'm actually wearing one of them right now, if you take a look.
So am I.
We're outsourcing pineapple leather. We get them all custom made, all custom fit, and the best thing about it is that we're also giving back with these. For my other collections, what we do is we donate a school uniform for every item we sell to helping a child in India have a school uniform, because the government stops paying for school uniforms at the age of 13. It increases child pregnancy, teenage workload, and dropout rates. Thank you. Thank you for listening yesterday. Me not remembering. And for our boots, what we do is we donate a percentage to help a Bali dog in Bali. There's strays everywhere and they can't find homes, or 90% of them actually have homes but are mistreated. We rescue them, we get them spayed, neutered, so they can find a happy family. This is actually my dog Buttercup, she is the best. And for every boot we sell, we name one of the boots after the dog. So right now I'm wearing Buttercup with me. So I will always, whenever I'm wearing these, I'll always remember, since I miss my animals so much, I'll be like, oh, Buttercup, thanks for coming. Wow, you get to walk on stage with me. You literally get to walk on stage with me. With all earth-conscious and life-conscious materials. I want to get that in your brain. You guys have to remember that. And by shopping locally, and by shopping in a way where you're more conscious and thinking about how your shopping can affect the earth, like how H&M, Zara, Forever 21 push overtime and make a massive bunch, they're helping the planet be possibly the first, like fashion could soon in a couple of years, be the first biggest, like the biggest of the big, contributor to waste. And they're making it even faster, coming even sooner. So by shopping responsibly and by able to think and be conscious about your decisions can affect the earth in a good way.
Yes. Woo! Yes.
And recently I was on a giving trip in India, and where we gave the school uniforms by hand to all of the children who didn't have the opportunity to, or didn't have enough money, or the school wasn't able to provide them.
Wow.
And so we were actually doing this because I know a lot of companies say, we're donating to helping whales in the ocean, but they never have anything to prove it. We did a whole video on this, a whole experience on this, and we partnered up with Nalu to do it. And they bring a bunch of people with them, and they're able to give back to the community and be able to have a great time, being able to be with all the children, and like how I said at the start, friendship has no boundaries. And it was just so fun getting to meet all the amazing people. We have a video to show you. Thank you, everyone. I'm Hanalei Swan. Don't invest in fashion, invest in the world.
Put your hands together one more time for Hanalei Swan. Of course, go ahead.
I have one more thing to tell you. Recently, I was nominated for the Women Entrepreneur of the Year Award, and I want you guys to help me win this. If you guys can please vote now for the Yak magazine. Let me go over there. Scan that. This time we didn't mess up on it, so it's all good. So I'll give you a minute to scan that. And thank you, everyone. You are amazing. You are unstoppable. You can change this world. And don't forget to be unstoppable.
Come on. Oh, real quick, how old are you?
11.
11 years old. You know, one way that I saw on how people and things go viral, guess how things go viral out there? Share. I heard it. Now that you guys got that, do you have any video on your page of you speaking?
Yes, I think I have one from my speech in London.
Okay, so now if you calculate how many people are in here and how many people have Facebook, and if you folks just scan that, imagine if we all found that video and shared it. She'd get over 200 shares from just this room alone. How many of you guys would like for her to be on TED Talk?
Yeah!
Woo! That would be amazing!
So this is what I'm going to suggest. Follow her. Let's look for that YouTube clip, and maybe if you can put it, this is the clip here.
Send it through the
You'll
box.
send it through the box?
Yeah.
Okay, and then let's go ahead and push it, and let's hashtag TED Talk, and let's get her on TED Talk. And you guys can actually help her get on TED Talk. One round of applause for Hanalei Swan! Oh my goodness! All right, the next gentleman. I know we had some people from California out there. Californians, make some noise! He comes all the way out from Orange County, the authority on personal branding. He knows to show business software. Best-selling author of the book, Short and Gap, Reproductive Capitalism, Mark Live!
How did it feel?
That was amazing!
That was awesome!
Oh my god!
Are you Jack or what?
That was awesome.
This is a good-looking group of people here.
What'd you guys think, people?
Now,
That was...
I think that 11-year-old was it's the future of entrepreneurship that I think I'm more excited about. And so, if we can just one more time, give it up to Hanalei real quick. Now, there's a problem that they're facing, whether you're aware of it or not.
All right.
And I think it's
That's over.
the income, the impact, the things that you're capable of. Now, for example, if you've been told or heard that you need to sell on social media for your business, raise your hand nice and high.
That's it.
Of course, right?